You know, a movie though that brought back legacy characters. Well, I guess one couple legacy characters really well. I saw this past weekend. Top Gun, Maverick. This movie is awesome. Now, I'm gonna kind of get a couple things out of the way, before I really get into the review. Just a couple, no, sorry, couple of the negative things out of the way really quickly, because I want to talk about all the great things about this movie. This movie's awesome. The plot isn't game changing, big surprise. It's because, and the best way I can describe this movie is it is the best kind of 80s movie made in 2022. It had, the plot itself, like it's just, you're training pilots and, you got a squad, you got a dangerous mission, like it's almost like Mission Impossible in that sense. You have a dangerous mission. Are you going to make it out alive? Right up until the end, actually, when Tom Cruise kind of sacrifices himself, I was like, yeah, I could have predicted this whole movie, basically. He obviously was going to pick Rooster, and obviously he was going to have, his problems with Rooster throughout the entire film until he picks him. And, up until that point, I was like, yeah, I know what this movie is. I was actually a little surprised, though, that they had this whole extended sequence after that where they're escaping this base, enemy base. And that part was a little jarring because it kind of felt like an addendum to the movie. Kind of felt like we ended the movie, Tom Cruise sacrificed himself. Oh, wait, 20 minutes, he escapes. On the one hand, I appreciate it for kind of bucking the conventional story tropes and story archetypes. On the other hand, I was like, it is a little jarring to kind of just add that 20 minutes onto the end. I don't know. I mean, obviously more plane action is awesome, but I was like, yeah, don't know. But you're here for the plane stuff, right? You're here for the plane stuff. And my goodness, this is one of the most visually gorgeous films I've ever seen in my life. Like, say what you will about Tom Cruise and his crazy stunts, but this is what the movies are about, right? Like sitting in the theater and watching the plane. I was on the edge of my seat. I was sweating, even though, I mean, Tom Cruise could have died, right? Anyone could have died. Like you felt the gravity of these planes. Like these were real planes, just fighter jets or whatever they are. Wow. I'm still floored by. This is a movie, by the way. This podcast episode will probably come out Thursday. Clips will come out on Friday. If you haven't seen this movie, by the way, in a theater, please watch it in a theater. You can watch it at home. It's not going to be the same. It's just not. So watch it in a theater if you can. I thought the rest of the crew was good for the most part. I liked Miles Teller's Rooster. I thought that there was some good, natural antagonism between him and Maverick, and it was fine. You can kind of predict a lot of the archetype of the bully was there in Hangman, and but he kind of comes back and redeems himself at the end, which was fun. Jennifer Connelly in the movie, she was good, sort of as the love interest. But guys, this is what you're here for. I cannot say enough, because I know that this isn't going to be the longest spoiler review in the world, because there's not a lot that I can really talk about, here. That it's like plane sequences, but the plane sequences are incredible and worth the price of admission alone. The sequence, like even the heist planning sequences, you can see how they're training. You can see how, Maverick is being pushed and he's pushing everyone else, and again, like I said before, the plot of this movie isn't really what's going to sell it, because it's very predictable. Like, it's not like Inception, or it's not, I don't know, another Nolan film like Interstellar or whatever, Tenet. It's not gonna blow your socks off with how complex and intricate the plot is. But again, like, it doesn't have to be, because it's just the visuals alone in this movie. I wish I could play some clips here. It's a podcast, so I really shouldn't. But the planes, go see this movie in theaters. That's all I'm going to say about it. It is incredible.